2025 truck. From Providence, Rhode Island, Olson Plumbing, Centerline Hobbies, Impression Screen Printing, and Boss Lady Graphics. For the driver of the 45, Dane Saratelli. Starting 8th in the number 80 from Seekonk, Mass. Elmwood Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram, RDL Equipment, One Connection, East Bay Recycling, Highland Power Washing, and Duncan of Seekonk. Give us the driver of the 80, Mike Cavallaro. Starting in row number 5, in the number 29 from Berkeley, Mass. Everett's Auto Parts, Everett's Tire Center, and Everett's Aftermarket. Bring us Jake Vanada. Starting on the outside of the 5th row in the number 20, two-time winner in 2025 from Swansea, Mass. East Bay Auto Body, JK Sanitation, Patriot Subaru, Row Marine, and Massachusetts State Representative Jim Hawkins. Bring us Ethan Heilborn. Starting in row number 6 in the 11th spot in the number 78, last week's winner from Westport, Mass. Response Transit Services. Rose Construction, Driller's Choice, Hobbies and Things Graphics, and Elf's Landscaping adorn the 78 for DJ Thibeault. Starting in the 12th spot in the number 17 from Swansea, Mass. It's Doug Rio. Starting 13th in the number 57, celebrating a birthday yesterday from Tiverton, Rhode Island, Buildmark Custom Homes and Renovations, Cedar Hill Plumbing. RT Corp on board for Marissa Morgan. Starting 14th in the number 34 from Warren, Rhode Island, Hero Package Foundation. In 15 minutes, Friends of Pawtucket Animal Shelter, Bishops, Jim of Brockton, and Black Cat Racing. Bring us Andrew Rittman McLaughlin. Starting 15th in the number 22 from Fall River, Mass. Lambert Brothers Racing, Thermo Pros Solutions, Brisbane Diesel, Flagman Graphics adorn the 22 for Trent Rodriguez. Starting 16th in the number 14 from Westport, Mass. Silva Motorsports. Service Partners, Northeast Alternatives, Boston Metro Supply, and Brightman Lumber bring us Radical Rick Martin. And starting scratch on the field in the number 1 from Westport, celebrating a birthday yesterday, Apotha Therapeutics of Dartmouth, Corporate Image Apparel Incorporated, Elmwood Collision Center bring us Tim Bolger.
25 laps for the Chaz's Auto Body Sport Trucks is underway, and as they roll down into turn number 1, it is Church and Teague racing for the lead off at turn number 2, side by side into 3.
Give the advantage to Daryl Church down into turn 3. He has a head of steam on the high line, but here comes Colton Teague battling back down the low line down into turn number 1.
Field stacked up double wide from the pole to the tail as they come off at turn number 2. Daryl Church with a half a truck length advantage over Teague as they roll down into turn number 3. Teague trying to hold on. Amy Helger trying to follow through up on the outside as they roll off of 4.
Daryl Church continues to lead now. Hasn't found victory lane in 2025. Is tonight the night? We shall see. 23 laps until the completion of this one. Daryl Church leads the way off turn number 4.
Across the stripe to complete lap number 3. Teague settles in for second. 3 wide for third as Scully dives down to the inside. They roll through turns 3 and 4. Down to the inside goes Scully as, whoa, Lenny Guy slides up the racetrack, just keeps it off the wall and keeps on trucking.
Daryl Church leading Colton Teague as here comes Tom Scully III and Mike Duarte. They are single file at the top of the pack. It's a parking lot behind them as they work down the backstretch.
Saratelli edging out into the top 5 as Lenny Guy continues to work that outside. Jake Vanada right there behind the 45 as they cross the stripe. A truck load of trucks down into turn number 1. Saratelli gets away on the outside. Here comes Vanada up into 6th as the 50 of Duarte starts to go to work on Scully down to the inside.
They work down into turn 1 and 2. Battle for third spot heating up here between Mike Duarte and Tom Scully III. Scully III on the high line. He's going to get away with the third spot down into 3.
Into the corner they come. Scully working that top lane off at turn number 4, but it's Duarte down low getting the edge and taking over position number 3. Vanada has worked himself up into the top 5. Closing on that battle for 4th as we've got trouble. The 77 of Lenny Guy, the 9 of Amy Helger get together in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Caution flag is out for the first time.
7 laps on the board. Contact between Lenny Guy and Amy Helger over in turn number 2. That slows us here as right now Daryl Church leading Colton Teague, Mike Duarte, and Tom Scully III, Jake Vanada rounding out the top 5. Flag racing this time by Daryl Church, Colton Teague on the front row.
Ready to go green off of turn number 4. Daryl Church up on the throttle. Teague on the outside. Down into turn 1 they go, and side by side, down on the inside goes Church, and here comes Duarte to fill the hole. Trouble for the 22 as he gets that truck rolling.
He's going to get it rolling out front. Daryl Church 8 laps on the board. He continues to lead the way. Mike Duarte has worked his way up to second, and there's Jake Vanada in third right now as they work down into turn 3.
DJ Thibeault working the inside lane, battles with Colton Teague off of turn number 4, slides up into the number 4 spot, and he's got Ethan Heilborn, Mike Cavallaro, Tim Bolger, and Rick Martin all in tow down in the bottom lane as they roll down into turn 3. Heilborn down to the inside of Thibeault as they come off of 4.
Daryl Church continuing to pace the field. Hasn't found victory lane in 2025. Looking to find victory lane here tonight. 10 laps on the board. It'll be 11 at the stripe. 14 more circuits around. Daryl Church leads Mike Duarte and Jake Vanada down into turn number 1.
Top 3 and a little bit of a breakaway. They run nose to tail down the back straightaway. Right now, the 50 of Mike Duarte settles into the number 2 spot. Vanada sits third as they come off the corner, takes a peek to the inside of Duarte, settles it in back behind as they roll down into turn 1.
Duarte right to the back bumper of Church, but don't look now. Vanada right there looking for position. Duarte going to get a little loose over in 3 as he tries to chase down Daryl Church for the lead.
13 down, 12 to go. Church, Duarte, Vanada, 1, 2, 3. Heilborn trying to close in the gap. He's gotten away from the 78 of Thibeault, but now sets his sights on the top 3. Duarte takes a peek to the outside. Vanada dives down to the inside off of 4, tries to get a run down low, while Duarte works that top side down into turn 1.
Daryl Church continuing to hold off Mike Duarte, but here comes Duarte looking for the lead on the outside this time, but he's going to open the door for Jake Vanada as they come off turn 4, battle for second down into 1.
Vanada down to the inside, and while they go side by side down to the corner, here comes the 20 of Ethan Heilborn closing in that gap. It's now a 4-truck battle at the top of the leaderboard. Vanada and Duarte racing side by side for the number 2 spot, while Church tries to get that DNA Racing number 4 towards away from that battle down the backstretch.
He continues to slam the door on Duarte and Vanada. Vanada right there, door to door with Duarte, off 4. They continue to battle. Daryl Church continues to lead down into turn number 1.
Church running about a groove and a half, they call it, as they hit turn number 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. Vanada still working that bottom lane into turn 3. Heilborn right up on the tail of Vanada as they come off of 4 and down to the stripe. Vanada still trying to work that inside lane. Heilborn trying to find a way by as they come off at 2.
Calm, cool, and collective. Daryl Church continues to pace the field. Calm, cool, and collective. As I said, he holds off Duarte there as they come across the stripe. The laps continue to whittle down for Daryl Church.
Down to the inside, and here comes Duarte up top. Battle for the lead down into turn number 3. Mike Duarte, with 5 laps to go, tries to put his number to the top of the leaderboard, and he does, that time across the stripe.
Mike Duarte to the lead. He's going to get around Daryl Church. Daryl Church going to continue to hold on. Now Ethan Heilborn into that battle. Here they go down into turn number 3. Vanada to the second spot off turn 4.
As Heilborn took a look up top, Church slid up the racetrack. That allowed Vanada to get by up into the number 2 spot. Battle for third. 3 wide momentarily down the backstretch. Thibeault down to the inside. Church in the middle. Up top is Heilborn off of 4.
3 wide as they come and battle for third. Out front, Mike Duarte as the laps continue to whittle down. He holds off Jake Vanada. They work down the backstretch.
Down into turn number 3. 2 laps to go, this time at the stripe. Battle right now is for third. Heilborn up on the outside. DJ Thibeault down low. They roll down into turn number 1. Door handle to door handle with the 20 getting the edge off of 2.
White flag in the air this time. One more time around from Mike Duarte looking to return to victory lane here tonight. He works down into 1 and 2 for the final time.
Mike Duarte sets the pace. The former sports truck champion leads it down into turn number 3. Keep your eyes on the battle for third. Duarte picks up the win. Second to Vanada down to the stripe. It'll be DJ Thibeault taking home the third spot with Heilborn and Cavallaro rounding out the top 5.
What a race. 25 laps there as they conclude that one. Mike Duarte returns to victory lane. Kevin's going to make his way down and talk with our podium finishers at the stripe.
Here he is climbing out of the truck. How about a round of applause? Mike Duarte in victory lane. Mike, so many times this year you've been podium, you've been close. How does it feel to finally get that monkey off your back this year?
Yeah, that was cool. My only Days of Thunder moment. I guess it's like I got to Daryl. he was getting a little all over the place. Jake was coming. And this year, since my bonehead mistakes in the first month of the year put me out of the chase, so that's on me. But so the rest of the year, we're like, let's go for wins. Go for the outside instead of just ride around behind bumper to bumper, and I went for it.
It's got to feel real good. Nice pass on the outside. And once you got that lead, were you worried about Jake at all?
You always got to be worried about Jake. Once you relax, he'll be on your bumper in 2 laps, like a heartbeat. So you got to stay focused, hit your marks, and just do nice smooth laps. So to minimize how much he gains on you, that's all.
Well, I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank my crew chief George. That was for you. That was awesome. My dad, my brother, Sandy, Kyle, Boss Ladies Graphics, Roach's Landscaping, Eric's Auto Service. They backed me all this year, and I know Mom's proud of that pass, so that's all that matters to me.
Congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Mike Duarte holding his biggest fan. And Jake, a good run for second tonight.
Yeah, 9th to 2nd. We're not complaining about that for 2 seconds. Congrats to Mike. That was an impressive pass on the outside with Daryl. A lot of fun. I hope the fans enjoyed the show. It was a long week for us. Had to handle some issues, but we kept our head high, and we're on the podium.
Finally got those gremlins behind you. The truck's been running good as of late.
Yeah, running great. Just getting in the right lanes, which we were tonight, thankfully, and hopefully we can keep it going.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, I got to thank my dad, my wife, Ron, Jay, a lot of people. Everett's Auto Parts, Roy Andrade. Just a long day. Everett's Tire Center, Everett's Aftermarket. So it was a long day. So thanks for all the fans for coming out.
Congratulations. Great second place finish. DJ, a nice run through the field. Did you run out of time, or was that all you had?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, I'd like to say I ran out of time, but I don't. Those 2 trucks are pretty fast. I mean, congratulations to Mike for winning. He's always quick, and it's just I think we finally found what we're missing in this truck.
It's got to feel real good to bounce back from last week's win, knowing that wasn't a fluke, and you were able to work yourself back up to the podium 2 weeks in a row.
Oh yeah, it feels awesome. Just I mean, especially coming from 11th, it feels really good.
I know you got some people you want to say thank you to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say my mom first because I got some crap for it last time. So,
as you should have.
Special thanks to my mom and my dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, Aiden, my girlfriend Emily, Tom, Taylor, Derek, Lacey, Nora, my dad, again.
Don't forget your mom.
No, I'll say my mom again, and DCI, Response Transit, LH Belanger, Elvis Landscaping, Dyer's Visuals, The Cutting Lounge Barbershop, Fab Lab, and Rose Construction, and Hobbies and Things Graphics, and making this thing look awesome.
You know, the rule is after 2 podium finishes, you can't read off the truck anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to need to do some work then, because I mean, I'd miss every single one of these if I didn't read off the truck.
Congratulations. Great run for third. How about a round of